I'm already anticipating the fucking annoying ass stupid comments that I'm gonna get on this video. And I just want to say, like, if you're here to leave a comment about how, like, I should have stayed in college or I'm gonna regret this decision, just like click off the video. Like, you don't have to be here. No one's forcing you to watch my video. And like, if you're watching it out of hate, you are choosing to be here and you're choosing to be bothered. And that's your problem and not mine. So please don't take your negativity to my comment section, because I'm happy with my decision and your opinion does not matter for that reason. Okay, so I'm back from a extremely long hiatus. I haven't posted since like my birthday, which is in February, but even before that, I don't think the last time I like actually like talked to the camera was like 2 months or 1 month before that. So needless to say, I'm out of practice, so if I seem like I'm struggling, I probably am, so just be patient with that. But I have been meaning to come back on YouTube and like kind of explain where I've been for like the longest time now, but I just never got around to it because I just kept putting it off. For the longest time, I just wasn't really interested in it, and like there's really no reason why I wasn't on YouTube. Like, it's not like the reason why I'm coming back to tell you, like, guys, an update on my life isn't the reason why I've been gone. Like, I don't have an excuse. I just like really haven't felt like filming. I have been more active on Instagram these days because I gained 50,000 followers out of nowhere. Just kidding, it wasn't really out of nowhere. I made these story templates, which people can repost on their stories, and like I made astrology themed ones basically, and people were able to like repost them and say like, how much of an Aquarius are you? And apparently that was a big hit, so they went like viral, and I had people from like all different parts of the US telling me that like their college friends and like people they know are reposting my templates, and they're like, oh my god, I know her. And yeah, so basically I gained 50,000 followers from that, which is crazy, and I was not expecting that at all. But I'm really happy that that happened because I really enjoy making those story templates, and I haven't been keeping up with it as much as I should, but just know that more are coming. And if you are here from my Instagram, then welcome to my YouTube channel, which is weird for me to be saying because I feel like normally, previously, my Instagram followers were from my YouTube channel, but now I feel like it's the other way around. So yeah, basically my 10th house Mercury is coming into play right now and I love it. Okay, but getting back to the original point of this video, I wanted to tell everyone that I dropped out of college. And before everyone that is like an FIT stan freaks out, it really wasn't anything against FIT. Like, I didn't drop out because of FIT or anything like specific to the school. As most of you know, I was 1.5 semesters into my bachelor program, which was cosmetics and fragrance marketing. And yeah, like it wasn't really like what I expected it to be in terms of like the classes. They weren't as creative as I would hope. I didn't actually really learn anything yet about product development or like really anything. I just kind of learned more marketing geared more towards cosmetic products, which I guess is kind of what the major is called, but whatever. Like, that's like a whole separate, you know, video, and like I'm really not interested in making that video either. So if you have questions about the program, I have people that I know in the program still that I can refer you to who probably won't want to answer questions about it either. I'm kind of moving away from that era of my life, so I would really not like to answer any more FIT related questions. So anyway, this had been a long time coming because I come from a friend group where a lot of people were not finishing through with like the typical like college experience. This is made extra possible because FIT is a 2-year school, so your associates and your bachelors are separate. So a lot of people that I know stopped going after their associates and started working instead. So like that didn't really faze me at the time. Like people dropping out, or not even dropping out, like they just stopped going to school. Like I was like, oh whatever, like that didn't really faze me at all. I was pretty certain that I wanted to finish school. Never really thought twice about dropping out. I don't really know when it specifically clicked for me that I didn't want to be in school anymore, but I think definitely a big part of it was the fact that I have like mental illness, and it was kind of helping me. I mean, it was not helping me at all, but it was taking all of my motivation away from college, which I didn't even have in the first place. Like, if you ask any of my friends or anyone that I go to school with, like, I am not a school-minded person. Like, I don't remember my homework assignments. I don't remember my project due dates. I don't care. I don't really, like, I just don't have that type of brain. That's a whole nother rant for like another time. Maybe I'll make a video about my actual process of dropping out of college and like how I convinced my parents, which wasn't easy. But for this video, I just kind of want to talk about my new direction, like where I'm headed. So long story short, I ended up dropping out in March. I was about 5 weeks into the semester. So I did kind of act on impulse, which is my entire life story. Like, I don't have time to think things through like that. Like, of course I thought it through, and I had been thinking about it for like a year at that point. So it's not just like I thought about it one day and then dropped out. It wasn't like that. It was just the fact that I knew I didn't have it in me to finish out the semester because I already was so over it. And not to mention, it would have been a waste of my time. It would have been a waste of money. I just knew that I didn't want to be there. I knew that I wasn't going to be getting my bachelor's degree, so why would I stay there for the rest of the semester? So yeah, I apologize to any of my group members who I literally fucked over by leaving in the middle of the semester, but shit happens. So obviously I couldn't just drop out and not have a plan. So this whole time that I was considering dropping out, I also was considering my new life path, because obviously I wouldn't just drop out without a backup plan. Like, I know maybe some people do that, and kudos to them, but my parents would not have let me drop out if I didn't have a backup plan. So as most of you might know, I am very interested in makeup, and I have been doing freelance makeup since I was in high school. I started out just doing like my friends for their homecoming and prom. I did a bunch of people just like from my school, from my town, all throughout high school, all throughout college, just freelance like out of my house in New Jersey. For a while I didn't really think that's what I wanted to do, but I think I was thinking about it in the wrong way. I think that I didn't really have a updated, like, with the times understanding of what it would mean to be a makeup artist, especially in New York City. So the more that I started kind of like exploring that idea as like a full-time career, I realized that that's really what I wanted to be doing. It just checks all my boxes basically. Eventually my plan is to be completely freelance and like not have a boss, not have a specific thing that I have to adhere to, and just be me and do my clients and not worry about anything else. That would be like the ideal situation, but obviously that's not going to come overnight. I know that I have to probably start working at a counter first, so I'm probably going to start working at MAC or Sephora or something like that after I get my certification. But anyway, I'm kind of getting ahead of myself. I didn't even tell you like what my plan is. So long story short, I toured a few schools, and I originally thought I was going to go to cosmetology school and like learn hair as well, because I do want to learn hair. I'm very interested in learning to color hair, not so much the styling part, but I think that I really think that I would be good at dyeing hair, doing like highlights and coloring and all that. So I do want to learn that eventually, but I did decide that that wasn't the right path for me at this current moment, just because it is like a 9-month-long endeavor to go through cosmetology school, and I wouldn't even technically be certified to do makeup, which is the main thing that I wanted to do. So I did some research on just plain old makeup certification schools in New York, and after some touring and phone calls and like finding out all my options, I decided on Chic Studios, which is a school in New York. They also have a location in LA and in Denver, Colorado. What it is basically just a makeup certification, just plain and simple. I'm not going to like esthetician school, not going to cosmetology school. It's just makeup, and I'm in the program that is part-time, and it's 6 weeks long, which is like barely nothing. I started last week, so I started on June 24th, and by August 2nd I will be a certified makeup artist. So that is so exciting for me. So when it comes to the actual school, I've been going, like I said, for a week now. I've had 4 days of class, and I just like absolutely love it, and it just feels so much more like right for me than college ever did. It's a small class. I only have 4 people in my class. I have rotating instructors that have all had at least 8 years of experience being a makeup artist. Some of my instructors are celebrity makeup artists. They've been sharing their experiences with us, and basically like during the classes all we do is we go over the notes, we see them do a demo, and then we do makeup rotations on each other. So every class I've been learning to work on different faces, all different skin tones, face shapes, eye shapes, all different techniques, and like it is just so much fun. Like the time flies by. Each class that I have is 4.5 hours, which normally I get like a half hour or a little bit less of a break, but the time flies by so quick. I don't even check the clock because I'm just like so occupied. I'm having fun. I'm actually interested in what I'm learning. The thought of checking the clock is not even in my mind. That's how much like I'm interested and like involved in what I'm doing. And to me, that's the sign that I picked the right thing, because oh god, thinking back to college and like being in a classroom and like just sitting there and like pretending to be listening while I'm actually just like shopping online and like not learning anything and like not having a single ounce of motivation in my entire body to like continue learning what I was learning, because it just didn't feel right for me. And it was tough to like feel like I could relate to people in FIT, because everyone there, I mean not everyone, but most people in my classes were so business minded, and they were the type of people that thrived in that environment where like you're just working in groups and you're just talking about like concepts and like you're just doing like marketing campaigns and like stuff like that. It's just like I'm good at that, but it's not what I want to do, and it's not what I'm interested in. It's not what I'm passionate about. For me, like there is no passion for me in something that isn't directly like making people happy or like making them fulfilled, or like I don't know, like there's just nothing satisfying or fulfilling to me about marketing, and I think that's why I didn't want to go through with it. I don't want to get into like a political rant, but it's just not really part of my political views anyway to work in business and to work in a corporation. I want absolutely nothing to do with being, you know, like a CEO or like being a bitch to a CEO. Like I know that like places like Mac and Sephora are big corporations, but they're kind of like integral to me like eventually breaking free from that. But basically all I'm saying is that the business world was not for me, and I do know that in order to like be a freelance makeup artist you have to know business and you have to know marketing, but that comes natural to me. And like I never understood why I was sitting in a classroom learning about how to like market myself, when I feel like I just have this like inherent knowledge of how to do that. And for most like artistic entrepreneurial people, that is just like built into your brain already. Like you know that your services or like whatever you have to offer are like unique to you, and like you know what it means to build a clientele and to network, like market yourself. Like when you're out, just say like I'm a makeup artist, if you ever like need me, hand them your card. Like it's just like stuff like that is just built into my brain, and I just felt like being in school for that was just not for me. So by next fall, or by this fall I guess, I would hope to be a working makeup artist. And another part of my plan is that I do want to get certified in graphic design, which is something that I've been interested in and doing since I was literally like 10 years old. and ever since I had access to Microsoft Paint. I would definitely recommend following me on Instagram if you don't, which I doubt that any of you watching this don't follow me on Instagram, but I'm gonna be more active on there than I will be on YouTube, even though I do plan on kind of coming back. But I'm not gonna make any promises now because like my motivation just like comes in waves. So yeah, I just wanted to come on here and say that I dropped out of college. I'm going to makeup school and I love it, and I'm happy with my decision. And if you have anything to say, your comment's getting deleted, so you might as well not even leave a comment. So yeah, and obviously if you live in the New York City area, I'm always looking for people to like model for my portfolio, or if you need like makeup done for an event or something, I will probably be cheaper than a salon or something like that, so hit me up. I also have a makeup Instagram, which is Mia's Makeovers, so follow me on there too. And yeah, so thank you guys for watching, if anyone is watching this, and I hope to be back soon.